Hello Rovers and welcome back to another viewer account review. Today, we will be reviewing Logik's account and... Oh, what the... we just... what the frick? we are... As I'm doing my intro, I'm randomly tossed into this side quest. Okay, cool. But anyways, I do highly believe that from the first look at this account, it is going to be just an account review thing. And first things first, let's see if they have S2 Verina, Gamble of the Day. S2 Verina. Ready or not? Holy S4. No believers. Y'all lost your points. Y'all lost your points. Okay. Oh, S1 Augusta. How unlucky this guy is, or maybe how lucky this guy is, we shall see in a bit. I don't think they have a Ling Yang. Yeah, they do not have a Ling Yang. Probably quite lucky. Okay, anyways, Augusta, pretty high looking attack, good energy regen. With S1, you have Crown of Wills, but your Crown of Will doesn't provide crit rate just yet, I think. If I remember correctly, a Crown of Will doesn't provide any crit rate until you hit S2. So therefore, it is very, very important for you to use Augusta with crit rate. Otherwise, you'll be crit fishing right now. Is bro your lost brother? Okay, we're looking at pretty good 3-5, 3-5, 4-5, 4-5, and 4-5. Oh wow. Okay. 4-5. And 3-5s across the board. That's pretty good for Augusta already. I wouldn't touch the echoes anymore if I were you. All skills maxed out other than intro, S1. Yep. So with 2 Crown of Will stack, it increases Augusta's crit damage by another additional 15%. Crown of Will, Crown of Will, Crown of Will. Each stack grants 15% electro damage bonus. So electro damage, and then there's also the crit damage now. Yeah, you should want to get crit rate, but when you get S2 Augusta and you have the crit rate, honestly you want to over crit first, because over critting allows you're converting 1% crit rate to 2% crit damage, and that is very, very strong for Augusta. Does he have a crit rate piece? No, you don't. Are you going to keep False Sovereign and crit rate? I guess that's up to you to decide if you ever want to S2 Augusta. Okay, let's move on to Yuno. Yuno, we are looking at kind of a lower attack. Good crit rate, actually quite high. Very good energy regen, and oh, 266.6. Tox is your long lost brother. We have a 66.6 here. Moongazer Sigil. Okay. And wow, this is a 4-5, 3-5. 4-5, 3-5, and 3-5. Okay. Yeah, 4-5s and 3-5s across the board. Some are quite low rolls here and there, but everything all adds up together pretty nicely. I don't think I would want to touch on this at all either, unless you really, really want to min-max. Because when it comes to min-maxing, then I would say that your energy regen, you're almost over 20% on energy regen. So if we look at your echo and we minus off that 10%, like you can consider removing one of these echoes and getting a 3-5 stat that is not of energy regen. So for example, could be, let's say, Windward Pilgrimage. Do you have anything else here? Like, okay, just pretend that this one's attack, right? If, for example, this Spectral Drake is attack, then you could consider using this over, like, for example, one of your Violet Feathered Heron or Havoc Drake. Honestly, I would say to replace this one over this one. Probably replace this one instead, because this one has lower crit damage. Your crit rate is already very high, so you could get away with having one lowest roll crit rate over here. So yeah, this one is something you probably want to replace when you want to min-max. Otherwise, I think most of your echoes are quite good already. If you still feel like you don't need 130% energy regen, because I feel like 120 is actually more than enough. 130 is the safe spot if you're doing sub DPS Yuno rotation. 116 around there is when you're doing the main DPS Yuno rotation. Slightly longer field time, but it completely fills up her liberation. So then after you replace this one, you can look at replacing this one because you also don't need that energy regen. Yeah. So that's something that you can keep in mind. Moving on to Shorekeeper. Whoa. S1 you know as well. The two best buddies are S1. That's pretty nice. Hey, Shorekeeper. 36,000. Way too much on the energy regen. Perfect crit rate 5%. 0 crit rate rolls. Wow. Okay, 237 crit damage. Okay, that's quite good. Signature weapon. Okay, let's see. Crit damage. This is 3-5 already. Another 3-5 and 4-5. This one is just a 1-5. And this one's 3-5. So you are, since you are like way over your energy regen for Shorekeeper. By the way, Shorekeeper only needs like 230% to 240% energy regen. So what you can do, probably want to remove this one, use spectral damage, rejuvenating glow echo, so that you can do more damage with Shorekeeper's intro. Alternatively, you could go with the HP support build, but I don't think that's your style here because you're building crit damage already. So I would say the only thing that you want to change on Shorekeeper is this one to spectral damage bonus. And then if you want to min-max, then you know what to do. Change this one. this 1-5 over here is just like what the shit, man. You want to max out the intro skill for the damage since you're also building crit damage Shorekeeper. If you didn't build crit damage Shorekeeper, then the intro skill is not as important. But since you're building damage Shorekeeper, definitely do level the intro skill for more damage. S0R1 Shorekeeper, I would recommend getting S1. S1 brings a lot of benefits. Effective range increased by 150%, so if the boss runs around the whole map, you can remain outside of Shorekeeper's visual range of her ult and still get the buff. Duration extended by 10 seconds, so if the boss is being very difficult, is attacking you, you have to keep dodging. The Shorekeeper's ult will still be up by the end of everything, and you will be able to get your rotation out with Shorekeeper's buff. And casting intro skill no longer ends the existing Stellar Realm, allows for you to do quick swap rotations and also be less concerned about when you need to cast Shorekeeper's intro. Yeah, it's also very good for Whimpering Wastes. Moving on to Carthia. Carthia with 49k HP is very good. Energy regen 110, perfectly on the dot. Crit rate 71.9, good. And crit damage 269.0, also pretty good. The Firestone R1. Okay, we're looking at 4-5, 4-5. This one will be a 3-5, 4-5, and 3-5. I would say pretty good overall. Your Devotee's Flesh is hard carrying the energy regen, which makes it harder to replace. Yeah, it makes it harder to replace the Devotee's Flesh. Honestly, my first thought is to replace this, but if you want to replace this, you're also going to need some energy regen. Not gonna lie. Otherwise, I don't think you want to really do anything for Carthia set. It's going to be very difficult to min-max because you want to look for something very specific like higher crit stats and while keeping that energy regen. Otherwise, I would say just leave your Carthia be and you're actually quite okay already. S1 Carthia. why are you doing this S1, man? Yeah, why are you doing this at S1? Bring them to S2. Yeah, S1 is great, but S2 can do so much more. It's like they're doing everyone they like at S1 and not pushing for S2. Okay, moving on to Chakona. Chakona, we saw a sneak peek just now, S1. You're over crit rate on Chakona. That's a choice. Okay, first things first. You want 130% energy regen on Chakona. Okay, I would say for Chakona, you can go for crit damage. Like, go for crit damage You don't need to 100% crit rate on Chakona. But anyways, this is the 3-5. This is 3-5. 3-5 cause Chakona can use the heavy. 4-5 and 4-5. Honestly, I would say you want to keep these two. Get these two to have energy regen as well. And probably crit damage and not crit rate. Why? Because your woodland area is already giving you 36% crit rate. You don't need so much crit rate to 100% crit rate. But more importantly, 130% crit, 130% energy regen, so that Chakona's ult can come back up very reliably. If you use a Forte circuit often, you can consider leveling this up. Resonance skill grants Chakona immunity interruption for 3 seconds. Casting basic attack increases Chakona's attack by 35% for 10 seconds. This is... I see. The S1 for Chakona is kind of like whatever. Okay, I guess those are the things you want to work for Chakona. Colota has okay attack, energy regen. Honestly, you can get away with 100% energy regen in case y'all didn't know with Zhezhi, because Zhezhi has this skill where she is able to restore resonance energy for the incoming resonator, and that's why Carlotta wouldn't need any energy regen if you have Zhezhi. Last dance. Okay, I'm looking at what? 2-5. 4-5, 3-5, 2-5, 3-5. Yeah, the crit damage is on crack. She just doesn't have the attack. Okay, so just like what we covered the other day on the cut whale account with Carlotta S6, double crit stats are great, but having the third highlighted stat is much better and will allow you to do more damage. So I think if I were you, right, I would want to replace this one first, probably get another highlighted stat, get attack percentage, resonance skill. Those two, flat attack could also work, but you only want flat attack when you have the third highlighted stat. The random S1 is kind of messing it up for you. Yeah, the S1s are like very random. That's why I'm just interesting choice. But other than that, I think your Carlotta's quite okay already. Yeah, quite okay already. And now moving on to Zhezhi. I think she's sharing sets. Okay, she has a weapon. The set she's using is Moonlit. Probably Moonlit. Why do you have double Moonlit? Left and right. Okay, 3-5, 2-5. Energy regen. No. 3-5, 3-5, and 2-5. No, you don't need energy regen on your Moonlit. She built with Empyrean. Oh yeah, she did. Then who the heck was using the Empyrean? Why is the Empyrean like... Okay, if with Empyrean, right, we better see 70% crit rate. Oh, so close. Okay, definitely replace this one, get something of a higher crit rate. This one's 3-5, this one's 3-5, this one's 1-5, and 3-5. Okay, so if you're able to rework on Hecate, replace this one because the crit rate is garbage, 6.3. Empyrean is one of those sets where you actually want to have above 70% crit rate. 70% crit rate is like the minimum. You have that occasional chance where the buff may not kick in because Zhezhi misses a crit. But with 70%, it puts you at a good spot. Yeah, and then replace this one as well. So replace this one first, replace this one second. Then I think the rest you can just leave them be. Once again, holy low rolls because 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, 6.3. Talks, we found the new king. You're no longer the low roll king. They outdid you by -1 low roll. 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, and then this one's 7.5. You're free. But yeah, Imperial Anthem, try to get at above 70% crit rate bare minimum. Or otherwise, use with Shorekeeper. Then your coordinated attack buff will be very, very consistent. Currently 2.5k attack. Okay, pretty good energy regen. Crit rate is very high. Crit damage 229. Looks just like my Changli, honestly. Emerald of Genesis? Yeah, it is Emerald of Genesis. Honestly, with Emerald of Genesis, you could go with crit damage Nightmare Inferno Rider. Do you have crit damage? No, crit rate, just crit rates. If you ever do want to rework on your Changli, crit damage Nightmare Inferno Rider, this is 4-5, this is 3-5, 5-5, and also 5-5. Very good, very good. I think that's all that I have to say for Changli, otherwise pretty good. Don't need to min-max her, not worth to min-max her even. Jinxie. Jinxie has 2k attack. Isn't that a little bit low? Energy regen looks great. Crit rate looks great. Crit damage looks great. Agents of Harvest. That means I'm not expecting any attack percentages roll then. This one's a 3-5. 4-5. 4-5. Lowest flat attack. 4-5 and technical 4-5. Not a lot of attack rolls. Double spectral. Double spectral. I remember Jinxie should be using one spectral, one attack. I mean, double spectral is fine when your rolls are great. The rolls here are kind of okay. So it's going to be hard to replace, I guess. So here is where min-maxing comes in. Where, because Jinxie is not very energy regen reliant, I would say that change this one out for attack percentage. And then if you do want to min-max your Jinxie later on, probably you can look into the Jie over here, because the crit damage is also very low. Yeah, after that, the Phantom Gao path. So 1, attack percentage. 2, get better crit stats. Jinxie doesn't need so much energy regen. And 3. So your account is on the level where you want to min-max characters. Havoc Rover. But you're using Blood Pack's Edge. Havoc Rover. I guess you're using Havoc Rover in your tower to clear the side towers, maybe. 4-5, 3-5, technical 4-5, cause liberation works pretty well for Rover. Holy low roll 2-5 and 3-5. This is a very under-invested Rover that is just focused on double crit. But yeah, anyways, if you're still using Havoc Rover for tower clears at the last bits, then that's where you want to min-max. Otherwise, I don't think you really need to do anything. But you could consider when in the event, if you do want to pull for Chisa, right? Because Chisa's coming out, you want to look for double crit, attack, and Resonance Liberation for Chisa. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think you will really want to do anything with these echoes. Not that worth to min-max for Rover. Rover can just clear the side towers just fine. 这样Li Yao. Does he have Verity's handle? He does not. He's been relegated to the sidelines, so therefore we shall not talk about him. He's also level 80. Totally not raised at all. Okay, Verina. Verina with over 200% energy regen. That's perfectly fine. Call of the Abyss. Do you not have variation? You do have variation. Why are you not using the variation? Interesting choice. Did you just recently get variation? I have no idea. When you do have variation, just use the variation honestly. It's going to work so well with a S2 that you just go in, use your skill, jump into the air, 1-2, and your rotation is pretty much done. Yeah, variation, Verina's golden. Bellborn means that you are using with Carthia. Fallacy for everyone else, Bellborn for Carthia or Hologram. Okay, Chixia is level 80, relegated to the sidelines, probably sharing fusion DPS. Okay, yeah, so we shall not talk about that anymore. Yinlin, probably also to the sidelines now. Kind of oof, but okay. And your Jianxin, why are you using Jianxin though? For Yuno? Or is it for Changli? Bro is a minimalist when it comes to Echo Princess. Very, very minimalist. And I aspire to be a minimalist because I want everyone to have their own sets so that I do not have to keep swapping them in between and then forget that I swapped. Okay, Moonlit. I will not talk much about Moonlit, but do you need double energy regen on Jinxin? You could consider going double attack instead. That's my only comment for Moonlit. Out of Death is great. 0 preset. 0 presets either means you don't know how to use the preset or you're new to the game. Anyways, Mortefi. I don't think anyone in your team needs to use Mortefi. Augusta previously, but now she has Yuno. Charo. Okay. Nothing. Combat Flare. Nothing. Encore. Level 40, Sanhua. Oh, mature. Okay. You don't use it.
ここは俺が出よう。
Okay. We shall see if your account needs it later on. Okay, they're all level 1 from here on out. So I think that's about it for the account review parts. They have Tower and Whimpering Wastes done. You know what? Today will be another fast account review day. Why is this 0 out of 6? This is an interesting choice. Maybe I can do that, huh? Yep, you've collected all your things. I guess you're now doing them for fun. Okay, so for Overdrive Zone Hazard Tower, this part here, while they say Glacial and Electro Resistance are increased by 10%, honestly, this shouldn't matter too much for your Augusta. The only part that matters a lot for your Augusta is this particular place right here where Tempest Mephis is going to be very... how do I put it? Very electro resistant. However, because you have Yuno, this becomes not an issue for you. So therefore, we will just use Augusta and Yuno like this. And then we can use... No, we don't. We use Changli. I feel it's like Clank Banks are very, very hard to read their attacks. Because when they go boom, 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 and you're just like, wait, hold on, chill. And then it just, nope, boom, boom. Those Clank Banks get me every time. And then when they're low, right, they run to you and kamikaze you, and then you're suddenly frozen in place. And you're like, bruh.
カゴの中の扉誰動かない 任せたわそれだけかしら楽しませることねこれが
Stamina sustain was the issue for you? I see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Boom.
任せて正確に逃げ切れるかな動かない少し遊んであげる任せたわ私を見なさいいや意味がわからない私に答えなさいせめて導きよヨハでよ栄光は不滅胸を張れ太陽の輝きに
You dodge a lot with Clan Bangs and Wolf you run on.
任せて ひらめき
Yeah, just like that. Floor 1's done. Now on to floor 2. So this shows, right, you don't necessarily need to have Shorekeeper and Verina in all the teams that you play. Oh, you see why Changli? Yep, for Yuno Liberation bonus. And Changli can also do a bit of damage on the side as well.
逃げ切れるかな。
Nice.
楽しませる方ね。私に答えなさい。行き先はすべてカリバ。共に戦おう。そうなった。一気に攻めるぞ。よっ。これぞ王道の勝利。
SK being neglected times. Nah, SK is already busy on their tower somewhere else already. So therefore, this is the perfect time to use other resonators. Sub DPS, DPS just doing too much damage. Yep. 'Hello, Winters.
胸を張れ。太陽の輝きに。一撃で葬る。任せて。逃げ切れるかな。まばたの禁止を任せたわ。与えなさい。これが私の決意。
Oh, nice.
運命征服を始める。受けてみよ。大感を上げよ。栄光をセブンヒルズに。これで終わりだ。任せて。 この力で。絶対きらめき。
Augusta for mental support? Yeah, sort of. Which is why I cancelled her Griffin jump. Hey, nice. And therefore, you don't necessarily need to have a healer on every floor like that. Not needed. Oh yes, then do remember to claim the hazard tower. You can reset it if you want to. No, your wave plates are capped. What's this? Both wave plates are capped. I've been thinking if I should upload my video in parts on TikTok so that people can actually render my video to watch. Because apparently I saw some message just now saying that they were unable to view my videos as I uploaded onto TikTok. Ah, you have a chest right here beside Whimpering Wastes, and you never saw them. Right, if you're wondering where it is, if you want to mark it on your interactive map, it's right here. I choked on my water. What the what the frick, man? Ugh. Okay, infinite torrents. Okay, I see that you got the right idea over here. This one also you have the right idea, but Falling Star once again is a trap. This is a trap. You want to use Plunderous Captain Seal. I'm drowning on land. Come on, Winters. Be nice now. And Rocha, what the hell? An easy gram. GG, man. GG. Y'all are horrible.
璧なフィナーレ。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。崩れなさい。汚れを払いましょう。海よ、この身を包め。断罪の大波よ。お見せします。救済終止符を打とう。やっ、この一振りで悪の滅ぼそう。ご清聴ありがとう。美しい植物だって生きてるんです。ご清聴ありがとう。
No, Chakona, what are you doing?
これが運命のアンサンブル。縮まる。悔い改めろ。汚れを払え。脱出する荒鍋。チルガイ、潮風よ、吹き荒れろ。神の本ちゃん、ご提供ありがとう。そう美しいハーモニー。よっはっ。完璧なフィナーレ。
Hello, Koji. 'Cultural lovers in queue too. Yeah. Everyone is in queue now.
日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。ご清聴ありがとう。そう、プレリュードは華麗に。崩れなさい。
How's today's review? Today's review is going great.
これが運命のアンサンブル。チルガイ。
Like today's review, I would say is the account is pretty good.
私が好きよ。 星の歌よ。
freaking go out of nowhere.
禁止よ。私を見なさい。私に答えなさい。任せたわ。
And thanks to that, the rotation is now scuffed. God damn it, Koji. God damn it.
手はずは整って胸を張れ。太陽の輝きに。一撃で大暴れ。この身を持つ誓いをなす。は整っている。焼却。神聖を授ける。入力。少し遊んであげる。任せたわ。楽しませることね。これが私の決意。
Let's go, 3 stream streak.
因果覆る。征服を始める。受けてみよ。セブンヒルズのために。よっ。手はずは整っている。これぞ王道の勝利。
America server? No, this is in the Europe server. No, freaking hell! I did the wrong rotation. GG, I did the wrong rotation. I thought the second slot was Shorekeeper because I always put my Shorekeeper in the second slot. I threw the game! Ah!
手はずは整っている。栄光をセブンフィルズに。戦意を。手は
終わりにせ
ずは整っている。
破壊アドアスト入力
Hello, Yuno feet lover.
任せたわ私を見なさい私に答えなさい
Right now, you don't know if you should play Pokemon Legends or the other one. I have no idea. I play according to what your heart tells you. But yes, this is exactly why you want to use Plunderous Captain Seal over the Falling Star, because this Falling Star is a huge trap. Is a trap. So yeah, use Plunderous Captain Seal. It's always the way to go, especially when you have Yuno and Shorekeeper. Those two will be able to trigger your Plunderous Captain Seal so much more. Honestly, for you, your account right now is to focus on min-maxing your accounts, like the Echoes. You literally have
この剣にかなう
built
ものなど。
everyone you want to build already. But for the rest, you don't need to build them unless you want to use them. You can clear endgame just fine. Yeah, so I guess just min-max. Maybe if you want to prepare for the next character, which is Chisa, then you want to get the Heaven Eclipse or Midnight Veil. Otherwise, I think your account is actually pretty good as well. So yay, another day of fast account review. This is actually pretty blessed. We have 3 good accounts in a row. How wonderful, man. How wonderful is this? Amazing. So anyways, yeah, I hope you do know what you need to do right now. And as for the rest of you watching over on YouTube and TikTok, I hope you learned something and enjoyed this account review. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.